I was anxious to sign on.
Hello.
Huh? It's fine. I was just having anxiety to sign on, babe.
You got your charging cable there if you need to charge. Don't forget.
Right. Thank you.
You gonna do like a pace time?
No.
What are you doing?
What do you mean?
Like I think you have to make a phone call.
I'm on.
All right. Who is Cheryl? Cheryl
That's
Gam?
my lawyer.
Huh?
That's my lawyer.
Your lawyer?
Mm-hmm.
And forgive me if I get the last name wrong. Is Gamon?
Yes, that's me.
Gamon. And you're from where?
I'm the attorney for Miss Sparrow.
No. What are you like? What's agency, organization? Your
I'm the 18B lawyer for Miss Willamette
Oh,
Sparrow.
okay. I didn't know if it was okay. Okay. And if everyone have access to the camera, I would appreciate it if you put them on now. Mr. Ojo, is anyone else expected? Mr. Ojo?
Hi, good
You know,
afternoon. This is Miss Sinclair. I just entered through audio.
Sinclair. What's your role?
I'm Shanice Sinclair from Rising Ground, the independent living
Oh,
specialist.
okay.
I am the ACS attorney.
Um, all right. I saw your supervisor on. I don't know if it's just not appearing on my screen. Let me see. Let me scroll. Okay, yeah, I have a few other names on here. Okay. And I'm Clayton Townsend, the ACS facilitator for this meeting, but I'm just trying to get the attendance. I see Coach, it says Coach Kenzie?
Samantha Kinsey, Rising Ground Fair Futures, life coach, education
Samantha,
advocate.
life coach, Samantha Kinsey. Samantha. Let's see. Okay. Okay. I think I have everyone. Okay. So, like I said, I'll say one more time. If we can put our cameras on, it would be appreciated. And Mr. Ojo, are we ready to begin? You're on
Yes, we
mute.
are. Yes, we are.
Oh, okay. All right. So let's get started. Like I said, I'm Clayton Towns. I'm the ACS facilitator. The purpose of this meeting is to discuss the plan to change Tariana's permanency planning goal. And so during this conference, we'll start off just discussing and highlighting some of the strengths and supports that's in place. After that, we're going to get into discussing concerns and issues. We'll have an open, honest discussion regarding concerns and issues. After that, we'll discuss ideas if a new service, support, resource can be put in place, anything that can help out, make a difference. We can discuss different ideas about that. Then the end, we will develop an action plan to address any concerns and issues. Whatever follow-ups are needed, we'll go into our action plan. And so that's a conference format. And just in terms of this meeting, we have basic guidelines, simple things like everybody will be treated with respect. Only one person should speak at a time. Everyone will have a chance to speak and ask questions. Right to privacy, what we're discussing here should be held as private information. Only in terms of case planning activities, information should be shared with others. So that is our conference. We're going to start off, like I said, with strengths and supports that's currently in place. Uh, who wants to begin this discussion regarding, some family strengths and supports?
I will begin. My name is Moises Angusti. I'm the unit supervisor monitoring Ojo. Currently on my phone, car's Bluetooth, therefore I can't turn on the camera. However, I would like to start off by saying that currently Tariana is residing under a roof. A friend of the family opened their home to care not only for her but for her siblings. So she's together with her siblings. Um, and I understand that she's also reinforced with a lot of extra services like a coach. And those are the strengths at this moment for me.
Thank you, Mr. Ngusia. All right.
Can I?
And
Oh, sorry.
go ahead.
My
Who's
name.
about to say something? Go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Cheryl Gamon. I'm the attorney for Wilhelmina. Can I address? We were talking about strengths of the family. Can I address that?
You can,
Is that
sure.
was that a question?
Well, we was just talking about, family strengths, support. So if you want to share something, feel free.
Sure.
Whoever you want to say it about, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to talk about specifically mom and how she's very well educated. She's very passionate. She has a lot of love for her children, all of the children. She recognizes, I think, her daughter's need and desire for independence. She's a good communicator. And she's very creative and passionate. And I think she has a good, strong relationship with all of the children. And she does love all of the kids. And she is also she's very actively involved in all of her services. And I don't know too much about her daughter, so I'll leave somebody else to talk about Tariana, but I just wanted to speak about Miss Wilhelmina Sparrow. But thank you very much.
Okay, and thanks for sharing.
Hi, this is Coach
Um,
Kenzie.
okay.
I would like to speak on the behalf of Tariana. She's very goal driven. Within community that we're in at the moment with generations. She is not easily influenced. She knows what she wants. She knows how to stick to it. As far as her education, she is doing well. She the Regents last year, she did outstanding. She's very engaged in activities within the agency. You know, when we have college cafes where we come, we sit around. She goes on the trips when needed, and she calls the coach and others if she has questions, or she wants to go shopping, or just want advice and ideas. So that's a lot, because a lot of youth are shy and don't like to reach out. So I salute her on that.
Thank you. All right. Um,
I
Yeah.
second that. This is Michelle Allen. I second that. Terry's very headstrong. She knows what she wants. Um, uh, School is not a problem for her. She aces her grades with A's without any instruction. She's just at the age where she knows what she wants, and she's headstrong about what she wants. And nobody will sway her from what she wants. But I just want to, say that about her, that she is a good student, and she knows what she wants. She's very intelligent.
okay. Thank you. All right. You started to say something, Mr. Ojo?
Yes, I will also add that she's in therapy, and I don't think she ever missed any session. She's always on time, and again, she's somebody who reaches out, anytime and any day. And one thing that I so much like about, she keeps in contact when she's going to school, oh, I'm in school, I'm leaving the school, so place. I mean, she'll communicate her whereabouts, which is very rare with youth, particularly of her age, and she advocates for herself. And school is not also a problem for her, as Miss Allen has said. And again, this is a goal change from return to parent to APLA. And of course, she has made that very clear, not once, not twice, not three times, to me and to our team. And that's what she wanted, and that's why we're here.
Okay. All right. And Tariana, let's hear from you. And we're still focusing in on, some strengths and supports, whatever you would like to share. A lot is being said, about you, your strengths, but what can you share in addition to that? And just, who may be a support to you, and just, just adding on to this discussion.
I would like to add on to what Miss Kinsey said. She is a great support to me, and does help me whenever I need anything. Whenever it comes to advice or just general talking. Um, and she does let me know about like any events and stuff, which does help keep me out the house whenever I need it. So
Okay. Thank you. All right. And Miss Sparrow, you want to just highlight anything?
I She said it all, and everyone said it all. One thing I would like to address is that the high school hasn't credited her for the homeschooling, and and I was made aware that, well, the high school had told me that she was overwhelmed by being worked in night school and doing extra work to catch up. So I would like for the agency to help rectify that, so she could get the credits and so she could graduate. They say that everyone praises her for her grades and her strong mind and strong will.
Mhm. All right. All right. All right. And so, and I believe everyone did speak in terms of strength. So we are going into the concerns issue. And well, Ms. Bauer, you did just mention about, an issue regarding the school. And you said they did not give her full credits.
Well, yes. So apparently, from my understanding, she's taking extra courses to catch up on credits. And the homeschooling law states that the principal, at the discretion of the principal, can credit her for the homeschooling where she doesn't have to do that extra work, which can open up her time for other activities she might be interested in. So I would like for her to get credited at so that this way she doesn't have to, but Tariana's here. She can also speak for herself on that.
Okay. And Tariana, in terms of what your mom is saying, what is there like an issue for you? Anything to address that? What's being said?
There's not much of an issue for me. It does take up a lot of my time, but I don't mind that. From my understanding, I am I'm doing 4 years in 2 years, and I'm currently on my last 2 years, for so that I can graduate on time. That's all the extra courses is for, so that I can gather all the credits I need and and graduate on time.
Hmm. Which I would like for her to have graduate with her peers on time as well.
On the
Okay.
educational behalf, Mr. Ojo and I can touch base with the school to see and get the paper trail and the paperwork to make sure that they can accommodate those credits. I'm not sure if it will be the actual like core credits that she need, because that's probably what they're adding on to her now. So we will definitely follow up.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
What what school is that? What school is it?
Victory Collegiate High School.
Okay.
Yeah, this
I have an
is
update. Okay.
this supervisor. I'm sorry, Ojo. And just for clarity, Tariana is actually on the right path. Um, and there will be no changes made because, as the receiving supervisor of this case, very, very early on this case, we asked mom, who was in charge of her children's schooling, for documentation
Never did.
as
Cheryl, please.
by the state of
He
New
never
York.
did. He
And,
never did. I have
and
all the
But
text
let
messages
let
that
him
he
finish.
has.
Wait. Let
excuse
him
me,
finish, and then we.
This
yeah.
was brought to my attention this year. I
We
was alienated
from
from
the
the
moment that
schooling.
the children came
Wait,
in,
Miss Farrell, wait.
from the moment that the mom came into care, um, and I was the receiving unit for this family. So I've watched these girls grow up. The first issue we addressed was the homeschooling matter, which we asked mom to produce documentation as it needed for the state of New York for any homeschooler, and she failed to produce any documentation showing that that the children were actually being educated at home. So she couldn't produce that to the Department of Education. Therefore, we had to register the children at their assigned grade. And Tariana has done an amazing job in catching up with her peers her age. And she did such a great job. She is going to do it on because of how fast she caught up. But unfortunately, there's nothing we can do as an agency without any documentation to give to the Department of Education.
Listen, this is
So I don't.
this
So
is
wait, Miss Barrow, I'll address that. I don't really know. Miss Barrow disagrees. I don't know. I don't think that's a relevant issue. I don't think that's the point of the conference today. It's a goal change conference. I think Tariana's on track, it seems, to graduate. I don't
Yes.
think right? I think she's doing
Mhm.
fantastic. I think everybody's on the same page with that. I don't think today's conference is about going backwards and looking at what mom did or did not do. She disagrees vehemently with your categorization of her homeschooling, but I don't think that's the focus of
May I
today's
add something?
conference. Go ahead, Tariana, go
Um,
ahead.
what's it called? She was asked to show documents last year when we were first put into foster care. I remember this as it came up when last when I was in the home with Miss Raimi. It was brought up and there was no documentation provided. It was why I was given the opportunity to go to summer school that year, but I did not want to do that as I just wanted to enjoy the summer. So to back up Mr. Moses, my mother was asked for documentation. That's all.
Okay, so
In the
Okay,
beginning,
Miss.
Mr. Clayton, in the beginning,
okay,
I was first kept away from the girls, and my focus was addressing the issues of the alienation. They weren't allowing me visitation right away. I was supposed to have visitation. And then on top of that, I had some issues at the home where I wasn't able to stay at the home, even though I was legally renting the home at the time. So if that did come up, I'm telling you, I don't recall that coming up. And then I did procure up the documents. I sent it to the school, and I just feel like people just don't want to credit me the work. But her grades reflect it from day one. And if Tariana chooses to stay in that, that's her choice. That's fine with me.
okay. All
Right.
right. And so we're gonna move on from that. And as Miss
I'm not here to
Yeah.
fight my own war.
Gamon had said,
I'm here to
sorry, as
support
Miss
her.
Gamon had said, that's not the focus of this meeting. I mean, if it's brought up as an issue or concern, but
Maybe they
it
brought it
seems
to
like
her
at this,
attention, but it was never
but
brought to
wait,
mine.
give me a second,
I have all the
Well,
text
and
messages
just
between us,
give me a second.
and the
And
focus was
so,
about
like I
my
said, no,
work.
I'm trying to move on. I'm trying to move on from this discussion. But I was just saying, as Ms. Gammon said, this is not, the focus of this meeting. And it seems that Tariana is doing well. She's on track to graduate. That's the main thing at this point.
Mhm.
So, let's continue on. Um,
Mi- okay.
so Miss Ojo?
Yeah, Mr. Townsend, I understand this is we are going to move on this particular issue. However, it came up. I just wanted to add to what Moses has said. This week, Tuesday, Monday or Tuesday, we had a whole meeting with the Department of Education, regarding this same issue that came up. I just wanted to make sure that I put this on record that the document that Ms. Sparrow provided was insufficient to give Tariana the credit that is
I
required.
provided an unschooling document, and that's where the insufficiency. They're looking for a curriculum that fits the school's curriculum, but I was exercising the homeschooling law of unschooling. And so when I did provide all these documents, that was the concern, is just that they don't want to recognize the way I schooled them. Tariana would tell you I would have them do things as we went along. And then on top of that, the biggest issue is about the fact that part of the homeschooling was her assisting me with the company. And that was the focus, to get me to stop working and stop focusing on the company.
I would like to add that I did not want to work with the company.
I
Simple as
understand
that.
that. I understand that, but she did, and while she was under my care, that was how I did it. And yes, there were times she didn't want to get up and do some of the work, and then but of course, there are times students don't always agree with the curriculum that's presented to them, even in school, but they still have to go by the curriculum that's presented to them. And also I also had her working on college level because I was going to school at the time. So what I did was there were times when I had homework, I would include them in on the homework. And even Tariana, I would have her sit in some of my classes with me so that she can maximize the schools. And since day one, she's been getting A pluses. So that shows that I was homeschooling her. And that's all I want, is that to show that she was being homeschooled. But I'm not doing this for clout. If that's what everyone thinks that this is about, then, and Tariana wants to do things the way she feels is right and feels is best. Like I said, she's 17 and everybody agrees that she's very willful and she knows what she wants and how she wants to go forward. So that's that.
And okay, and I just want to just kind of put a wrap on the school piece. So, and this is for Mr. Ojo. Okay, so you said there was a meeting this week, and DOE said that
Correct.
insufficient. So anything needs to happen from this point,
No,
or is it that's it? It's
Oh,
done.
that's it. It's
I'm
done.
gonna escalate it
Okay,
from my
okay,
end,
okay,
just so you understand. I will be
okay.
escalating it from my end. But at the moment, like I said, we're focusing. The goal is to focus on what Tariana needs, but what she also feels, and she's right now, she's 17 years old, going on 18. And what I just don't want is, I just don't want the agency to fuel that need of, when children come to that age of independence, they tend to rebel against the parent's household and the structure the parent also has provided. So I just don't want that to be fueled. I want her to be empowered, and I want her to have what she needs. Also, another thing to address is that I have the GI Bill for her, and that's a resource that she
Uh,
can use as well.
the facilitator,
Okay.
sir, facilitator, this is Moses Angustia. I would like to reroute the conference back to Tariana. We're here to change the goal. It's not she's doing an excellent job. She's caught up, and I think it's time for us to move forward.
Yes, please.
Okay. So, and that's what we're trying to do. Okay, so we're moving along. So I want to hear from Tariana. Like I said, because we discuss a lot of strengths, then we get into concerns and issues, and that's kind of what we're discussing now. The concern issue can be anything, but I want to hear from you, Tariana. Is there are there any concerns, issues, or anything that you would like to have addressed in this meeting?
In a general sense, or do you mean pertaining a
Um,
certain topic?
I mean, we can. I mean, this is about anything, and this is about your goal being changed. You can speak to that, or why you would like that, or just
Um,
anything. Hmm.
I have insisted before I was brought into this home that I did not want to go to this foster home. It was a recommendation from my mother, and I did not want that, and I was still placed here. As a result, there have been 3 situations that was, in my opinion, not properly addressed. Starting October 3rd, where there was a situation between me and Michelle Allen, and it had escalated further. And then there was another situation between that. And then afterwards, there was a situation last weekend, where I had attempted to bring up the situation to Mr. Moses and Mr. Ojo, and it was brushed off, and I did not feel it was properly addressed. Um, Along with that, I did want to know. Actually, no, I think I'm gonna leave it there, so that we can expand more on that if we want to.
Okay, and so, all right. So you said there's been multiple incidents,
Yes,
um, and you expressed that you did not want to go to Miss Allen's home,
yes,
and that's something that you're maintaining in
yes.
terms of being in the home.
I would like to be moved as soon as possible.
Okay. So, and I'm just asking about that
Mhm.
because the agency will have to hold a meeting. I mean, after this meeting, they can follow up with you and Ms.
Mhm.
Allen, but there's something called a placement preservation meeting anytime there's a discussion of moving a youth from one home to another.
Yes.
And so, and this is facilitated by the agency. This is a meeting that I used to do, but I don't do that meeting anymore. If it's like one forced home to another, unless there's a placement in a group home setting, residential treatment, something like that, then I would do that meeting. But if it's one move from a foster home to another foster home,
Well,
there's a conference facilitated by the agency, and they need to follow up and discuss,
well,
you know, this
Linda,
similar to this meeting, and
can
then a
she
decision
elaborate
will
those
be made.
incidents, please? Because this is the first time I'm hearing of this.
Well, this okay.
I
I mean,
did
and
not mention.
we're gonna. I mean, if it's a quick thing, and I don't want to get too deep into it because this is a meeting
Well,
that
yeah,
needs
but
to be held.
if she's feeling dismissed, I want her to feel heard. So
Mhm.
can she
No, I'm
elaborate?
good. I don't want to mention it right now. I just
No,
wanted
no,
to
and
bring it up.
that's no, and
Okay. Let
Well,
that's well, and I'll give you a chance, Mr. Ojo. But
all right.
obviously, a
So
meeting will need to happen, and that will go in the
yeah,
action plan
we
in terms
will.
of the follow up.
All right. So we will. There's another meeting that is coming up
well, I
Friday
also had some
next week.
concerns about Michelle with the other two younger
Night.
ones. So I want to understand what was going on because the two younger ones also have brought some concerns to me. And then now Tariana's bringing some additional concerns.
So let
And
me address
I did give
that.
Mr. Ojo and Mr. Moises a next of kin when some stuff came up about these issues with the young ones, and they brushed that
Okay.
off too. So,
Well, for the record, there has never been any issue that you brought up that was brushed up.
oh,
Then number
the
two, we're
intentional
going to have
neglect of
another meeting. We,
Hmm.
the girls
But
younger two, my
we
daughter's
can I
youngest
speak,
two.
please?
let
Can I speak?
go ahead, Miss
We
Ojo.
So another meeting is going to be held Friday next week. It's going to be a placement preservation conference. Then we'll be able to address all of that. However, we're also working on, like we all said and agree that Tariana knows what she wants and she wants to, be moved. Then we're working on that. We're having conversation with her about that and everyone. So
Hmm.
next week we're going to do another meeting. The issue with with the meeting is that like all of us agree, she has homeschool. The only day she has is on Friday, and this is becoming very, 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 very difficult. Like we said, that meeting is going to be held. Then we're going to address all concern for her.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, I
All right.
support
And you
whatever it
said,
is my
oh,
daughter
so and wait,
wants.
wait, give me,
So if
okay.
I
And
support
so
what she wants, so I
when you said
will.
homeschool, the extra, sorry, Miss Miss Ojo, no, I'm trying to be quick. Okay, so she's doing the in-person
Night
school
school,
and she's doing the night
night
school.
school, yeah, night school.
That's
Sorry, not
that's
Mhm.
homeschool, night school. Yeah,
she's doing night. Oh, okay, okay. That
yeah,
makes
yeah. The night school,
okay.
not homeschool, night school.
Okay, I was a little confused. Okay,
Yes,
night school.
yes. Sorry about that.
Okay. Um, okay, so all right.
Um,
Tariana, anything else? Mm-hmm.
I would like to also add the fact that I've requested several times to not be placed with my sisters. As I've noticed Bulu and Kaya, which are the two younger ones, also communicate with my mother and let her know my whereabouts and update her and such. And I'm not comfortable with that. I'm okay with them having contact with her. That's not my business. But I'm not enjoying the fact that she's keeping tabs on me through them. And outside of that, they are simply not good for my mental health. And I would like to see if I can be placed separately with them when we move forward with placement.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
we
so
already addressing that as well.
Well, it's still an issue I was thinking of bringing up.
okay, and like I said, and as Miss Ojo just shared that there's a date and time for that meeting already.
Um,
So we are expecting there's someone that need to be present at that meeting. She's out of the country. We're expecting her back this weekend
Who?
or early next week when she's back, and I believe it's going to be on a Friday as well. It's probably not going to be as late as this. I will communicate with Tariana if she can, uh, maybe we can make it like 5 or 6. I mean, not as far as 7 p.m. I will discuss with her about that. Like I said, someone is out of the country. We
Okay.
expect her back
Well,
this
who is
weekend
this?
or early next week.
Who is this out of the
Okay,
country?
no.
Who? Mr. Ojo, who's
Okay,
out of the
so
country?
We
we
will
you
discuss this.
you 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 guys can follow up with this discussion. And
No one's
as Mr.
answering my
Ojo is saying,
question.
there is a meeting scheduled, and Tariana, they'll voice everything that you're voicing now, and they definitely need to take that into account
All
what
right,
you're
thank you.
saying. Okay, so all right, so there is a meeting scheduled because, like I said, that's a
And I
a
have a right
formal
to be at this
process
meeting, right?
Yes.
that Okay,
Cheryl, I have a right to be at this meeting, right?
somebody. Wait, Miss Sparrow, you're breaking up. It's not clear, at least not on my end.
I said,
Yeah, I can't understand her either.
who
Okay.
is out of the country and I believe I have a right to be a
Well,
part of this
as
meeting.
they said that they, uh they'll follow up with you. They'll follow up with you.
Hmm.
I mean, you should be invited. But we'll see. The agency will follow up with you.
Why is that keep?
All right.
Okay, so go ahead.
I have one last thing. I would like to also push for the fact that I have an understanding that my mother is able to be in contact with my school, which is also something I'm not comfortable with. And I would like to push further on the fact of her not having contact with my school. She has came to an event before, and I was not aware that she was going to be there. And I do not want her to be
Ariana,
coming to
I
any other
do
events.
respect your space. At the same time, like I said to you before, you're asking me to turn off my love, and I cannot do that. What I can do is I can find ways to give you tools and support you from a distance and give you the space you need for what you need. But as far as always being involved in your life, I will always be a shadow there. And I
I'm not comfortable with this.
and I understand that, and I feel like regardless of the case, I think we would still be having this type of conversation because this is just this just means that you're growing mentally and emotionally very healthily, that you're so strong-willed about your independence and wanting to be independent of me. It's just that I'm sure the agency and
Your
everyone will make
background
you
features.
aware that's just a little bit of a unrealistic expectation. I will always care about you, and I will always find ways to be
Mr. Facilitator,
behind
Okay, go ahead.
behind that.
um, would that be, am I not able to request that? Is that something I cannot ask, or because it is something I would genuinely like to push for, as I'm not comfortable with her being around me?
That's and we
can address
have
that too, Mr.
I was
K.
gonna say,
Yeah, we can
I know we have, is the attorney
yeah,
still
I
on?
think our PLS is here.
It could,
But
because I was gonna say,
we can
you
address
also go ahead, Mr. Angusi. Yeah, he said he can
yeah,
address it, but um because I see the ACS attorney is on, but is your attorney on?
I do
Because
not believe so, no.
I don't think your attorney is on, right? Because you have a separate attorney,
Yes, and
yeah.
Yes.
he's
and
new.
you
No, he's not here. He's
okay.
not here.
Oh,
So,
right,
Mr.
right. Okay, I
Counsel,
was going to say I don't. Go ahead,
all right,
Miss Ojo.
Yeah,
all right.
Mr.
So,
O'Halloran is not here.
uh, so I just wanted to, like, I don't want a situation where she brings up an issue and we are not able to have specific feedback, because
Hmm.
that feedback is important for her. Oh, so the meeting that we had on Monday or Tuesday, my supervisor is here. He was also there. this same concern was brought up by the Department of Education, and they also said the same thing that Tariana had told them.
But that's
Again,
parental alienation. That's
we
not,
have
there's no legitimate concern of keeping me away
we
from my
have
daughter. Parental
okay, all right.
alienation is
Can I
not
speak?
the agency's job.
Good.
All right. Can I speak? So what we did was this. We have a court order that states that Miss Sparrow is only able to go to the children's school for extracurricular activities.
And that's the only time I ever do
And
it.
let me finish, please. And this same thing is also happening at the two other kids' school. We are not for them now. We are here for Tariana. I just wanted to say that we also addressed this issue with the DOE when we met on Tuesday, and we forwarded the court order to them. And it's going to. They said they were going to put it in the system. So just to let Tariana know that everyone is talking about this and we're working together.
All right.
Okay.
Like right now, I'm looking it up. Implementing awareness programs, training to staff, recognizing signs of alienation, and encouraging mediation or counseling services. So if this is in essential steps in combating the harmful dynamics of parental alienation. So if Tariana feels this strongly about this, and there's obviously something that needs to be addressed, I would like to have counseling to address this, not for you guys to encourage the parental alienation.
If I may add, none of this has been influenced by.
I'm not saying it is influence. I'm just saying it's just a
You're cutting
it's
me
just
off.
a damage.
You were cutting me off. None of this has been influenced by other people. This has been something I have been thinking about for quite a while, even before the entire situation where I was placed in care. So this is not simply influenced by this situation. These are my own personal feelings that I would like to push forward on.
I understand that. And that's why I'm saying we need counseling to address whatever that root is. Because I'm not afraid to listen. Parents and children have issues at home. And we all know that. That's a natural thing. I don't want to encourage alienation between me and any of my children. So if she feels this way, I am asking and requesting for family therapy.
And I am saying that I do not want that, and I am uncomfortable with that. I do not like being around her.
And that needs therapy because you're a part of me, baby girl. To hate me is to hate a part of yourself.
Mr. Facilitator, can we move on, please?
Yes, I'm just writing some things down.
I'm trying to break
Okay.
family
Okay.
curses and generational curses.
All right, and we're gonna
I'm not trying to
we're not
encourage
gonna be
it.
too sorry. We're not gonna be too much longer. And I myself was going to inquire about the family therapy, but I got because, like I said, we'll discuss ideas, and that was obviously one idea that was, I'm sure,
As
was
you
in
can
my
see, it's
mind, and as
sorely
you
needed.
stated, but as Tariana just said, that's something that she's not
But we
interested
agree
in
that's
right
not a
now,
healthy
and
state of
so,
mind for any child to have
but
towards their
and
parent. Do we agree that's
and
not a
so,
healthy
I
state of
mean,
mind for any child to have towards their parent?
I can't speak to how she's
But
feeling.
I understand that, but that's still not a healthy. So
But
if ACS is about the children's well-being, Tariana's future is on a line about how she feels about me and our relationship. We all know how that affects a child's decisions when it comes to them becoming adults, dating, school, job, careers. This is a
right.
big
But
problem that needs to be addressed and healed.
like I was saying, if when we was gonna get to the ideas piece, and if no one would have said, "Oh, what about family counseling stuff like that?" I would have asked it myself, but that's not something that can be forced. Both parties, all parties, have
Wait.
to
You could
want to do it,
mandate
and
everything
so
else. You guys mandated
May
me
I
to
Well,
therapy.
add
You
then
mandated me to
that's
everything else. Why not family
okay.
therapy? This will
So
help her.
okay.
This is what I don't
So
understand. Why are we
okay,
perpetrating cycles? That's abusive
Miss
to her.
Sparrow,
She may not be
Miss
aware of that
Sparrow,
right now, but that is abusive
Miss
to her.
Sparrow. Excuse me, Miss Sparrow.
Mr.
You have your
Facilitator?
attorney on. Wait, give me a second, Tariana. You
Sorry.
have your attorney on. You go to court. You can have your attorney bring that up in court with the judge, but that's not something that I can say, oh, mandate it right here. And can they
No, no,
mandate
of course. I
a
understand that. I
17-year-old to
understand
do that?
there's legalities. I do understand there's a legal
I
process.
don't know,
Mr.
but go
Townsend.
ahead. So
Yeah,
go ahead, Mr.
thank
Ojo.
you. We are moving very, very fast, and I think because it's
We
to 8. So the one thing that I wanted to say is this, like on May 16, 2025, I recall that we had a family team conference. You know, in that conference, this same issue came up. We talked about it, and I remember uh, Tariana said the same thing she has said now.
Hmm.
However, Ms. Sparrow left that meeting before we concluded that meeting that day.
I did not leave the
And we
meeting
were
before I
in that
concluded.
meeting, we're trying to the facilitator were
Oh
trying to
yes, because you all
encourage
started
Tariana that,
mind
okay,
effing
let's
me.
do this. I'm not sure. I don't know if Tariana remember, but she said the same thing, that she does not want to do
Listen, as
uh
one
family
thing
therapy.
I give
Just to
about
let you know that
Tariana
we have
is
been
this.
talking about this, Miss Sparrow. Is not is it has nothing to
Tariana,
do with parental alienation.
Tariana,
Uh
And
Tariana has always
yes, go
if I
ahead.
may,
has
if I may add, um, I'm not sure if this can assist in any of my decisions, but if we were to speak with my therapist, after each interaction I have had with my mother, my mental health has declined in one way or another. In addition to this, this is not the first time my mother has asked for family therapy. She has asked me in private, asked me in public, and
I want to heal
asked
this.
me in meetings like these, and I have each time declined. And she keeps pushing for the fact. And I am, once again, not comfortable with it. So,
okay.
So
Then that's
mom
what
would
needs
be
to be
interested.
healed.
So let me ask a question on mom's behalf. I don't know if this is appropriate, but maybe um and I'm going to ask Mr. Ojo or Mr. Salib, would mom be able to have contact with Tariana's therapist? And
um,
I don't know, um,
I'm not comfortable with
this.
that at all.
No, but
Okay.
that's a breach of a lot of things. But right now, I think that let the case planning team work on that. But as Mr. O just stated, Tariana has been very straightforward since before her 17 age. You know, she's been very straightforward, and she just said that her well-being actually decreases when
Mm-hmm.
there is a consistent interaction. But right now, I know how painful that may sound, but
To
at
be
this
honest with you, I'm aware of this and I'm aware why. But before Tariana was removed, Tariana was trying to come forward about something that was very painful to her. With the stress that I was being placed under by the neighbors and the landlord that I was having, I didn't have a positive reaction. I did have a meltdown about what she was trying to come to me about. And I did not have a positive reaction. And then from that point, that's the last memory of Tariana has of me. And then she was removed from my care. So I know what needs to be
So
healed between us because throughout the 10 years since her father's death,
okay.
she's witnessed me being
So
abused by everybody else. And then the stress of that
Miss
has
Sparrow,
fallen upon her.
Miss Sparrow. Okay, we're not going to go back
You see, you
right
may
now.
not want this
No, because
documented.
this is not the forum for that. This is not the
So
forum for that.
it
Not right
listen,
here, not
but
right
it's she.
now. We
This
gonna
is the
move
forum
on.
for
We're
that, and
gonna
she's
discuss the
saying, "Oh,
decision.
come on, don't mute me,
Discuss the
don't
decision.
mute me, stop
What
muting me,
what
stop muting me, don't do that,
I
don't silence
I'm
me.
not muting you. I don't
Who's
have the
muting me?
I don't know who you're talking about, but because I don't have the power to mute you.
Well, I keep on getting
But
muted.
anyway, and but well, if you if you're trying to speak over me, then
So
that
let
what
me
needs to
say what I
happen.
have to
But
say.
so
This is the whole
we
point of
we're not going to
Tariana.
go
Please,
on about
can I finish?
no
The
no
whole
not
point of
not here right
Tariana's
now, not that
feeling
discussion
of
that you're
not
going
wanting to
into.
be coming
The
home and
discussion
wanting
that
this
you're going
placement.
into,
You see,
I don't want to discuss that in
yo,
this
you
meeting.
guys are trying to.
And neither
That's
do
not
I.
oh,
You see,
okay. So
again, I
let's
got
move
muted.
on.
Who's muting me?
Well, I'm the only thing I'm going to ask from you. I already know Tariana's position. She wants her
You
gold
see, you
change,
guys
and
don't want to
in
listen.
terms of APLA. But I just want
You
your
guys
thoughts
want to
on the gold
encourage
being
this
changed.
cycle of abuse between mother
No,
and daughter, and I don't want to encourage it. I want to heal it. What happens is, in so many generations are being torn
but
apart by you guys instead of you really helping children. So if Tariana feels the way she feels about not wanting to come home, let's address the root of that. But nobody wants to because
but
everybody
this
thinks, oh, let's push
well
her own daughter
this
against her.
this meeting we can't address that in this meeting. Now, hey, would I suggest family counseling? Yes. Would these issues be able to be talked about in family counseling? Yes. This is not the forum for that.
Well,
If
ACS lawyers
Tariana
are on
is
the
saying,
phone,
if
so the
Tariana
ACS
is
lawyers
saying,
are hearing
if
this, right?
if Tariana, yeah, but
Great.
she also
So
has her opinion. She has her legal team. She
opinion
has her
of
own thing.
listen, I'm
But
not
I'm just
discrediting
saying in
Tariana
terms
as
of,
a 17-year-old
but
child, but come on, we are
so
knowing that
yeah,
you guys are
but
encouraging her rebellious
yeah,
stage,
but no.
and I will
Okay,
call it for what it is.
okay. So I'm not responding to that. But what I want to hear from you is, okay, this is the gold chain. Cause we're gonna wrap it up soon. I just want on the record your
And it's going to be
opinion,
on the
your
record
thoughts
that you guys
about
encouraged
the
this.
gold chain. The gold
Parental
chain.
alienation is a form of abuse, and I will
Okay.
call it out for
Are
that.
you supporting Tariana in her decision to have this gold
I
change,
am
or are
always
you
going to support my daughter.
in disagreement with
But
it?
there are ways to do it, and ACS does not have to be that avenue. I have the means and the resources to provide for Tariana. Tariana has the GI Bill. She does not have to stay in a foster care for that. One, two, the GI Bill will cover for her to have a room and board and housing where she will be completely independent. So there's no
I have
need for this.
I have other things that also assist me with those things, so I am not in need of that as of right
But
now.
parental alienation is a form
And
of
so
abuse. So
let
I
me let
will,
me
All
hear
right.
from
I'm
the
just
case
going to
planning
take that
Mr.
team.
note.
Townsend.
I'm just letting
Let's
it be
hear from
known.
the
You guys are encouraging
let's
parental
hear from the case
alienation.
planning team.
Okay.
What's the agency's position regarding the
Me,
gold chain?
all right.
The
So,
case,
Mr. Townsend, I will start, and my
Wait.
supervisor will, will wrap it up. Like we
Go
have
ahead.
always said, I meet with Tariana every month, and one of my, assignment is to talk about permanency. And in our permanency discussion, she has said that she does not want to return home. She wants her goal changed to APLA. As the planner who has been working with Tariana, she's 17-year-old, I believe this goal will help her in so many ways. She's, someone, an
Why,
individual very brilliant, and
why
the
deny her
agency will be able
resources
to
that her mother can
support
provide her?
support her
This is
as well. So my
ridiculous.
supervisor can
So
round it up.
ridiculous.
Then
This
I
is
also
so
have another
ridiculous.
program. I have another program that I would like to introduce
And
to her,
even
just
though
on
everyone
record
wants to put it in
for this
Tariana's
meeting.
head that she's not being manipulated, but this is exactly what the manipulation looks like. This is
Go ahead,
manipulation.
Mr. Ojo.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Mr.
so
Ojo.
I have another program, in the course of the week discussing about Tariana. I got another program that is called Supervised Independent Living Program. Is SILP. It's also for youth who who from 18 years old to 21. This program, they will have an apartment. However, they will have their own room. It's a long process actually, but it's another program that she can also benefit from. Would explain that more when I see her one-on-one and give her the resources to go through. she will be in a housing setting, maybe with another youth, but separate rooms, but they might still probably share a living room or the kitchen and all of that. So I just wanted to say that, in the course of the week, someone in the agency who is also working on this program, they call it Supervised Independent Living Program, but she has to be 18 before that happens.
Oh, there
So
goes
that's
the
just
delayed court dates. Mm-hmm.
I
And
approve. I approve, Mr. Clayton. I
Of
approve
course
of
you
the
do,
equitable.
Mr. Augusta. Listen,
okay.
I will
I'm going.
sue. I am going to sue the shit out of you guys for this. Because my daughter was angry with me over being placed in a foster care after her trauma in the first place in a foster care. And then you guys put it in her head that I had to choose between my career or her well-being.
So at this time, we're going to talk about the follow up and the action plan. Okay, so the agencies is supporting the plan to change Tariana's goal
I
to
do not
APLA.
support that.
Um,
I do not support that. I
and
will fight that.
okay, and I'll make a note of that. Okay, so in terms of the follow up the action plan, obviously continue with that process.
Tariana's not from the
And
streets. She doesn't
so
know what she's getting herself
the
into.
next
She's
thing
going to be
is
with other children that are from the streets
the next
and
thing.
from
Give me
other types of
Miss.
broken homes. She's
I'm
going to be
trying to finish
exposed to
this
some
up.
bad environment through that.
I'm trying to wrap this up.
Exactly what
I have a
she's
question.
running
I
from,
have a
she's
question
running
for
right into.
I have a question for Ms. Sparrow. If Tariana does not want to stay with Ms. Allen, can I have some clarity for my client where the child will be placed? I understand this SILP program is not available until Tariana is 18. So what is the plan for Tariana? Where would she
Well,
be?
there,
we
as
would
Mr.
we
Ojo
would
said,
communicate
there's a
all.
meeting. There's a
Yes,
meeting next week. That
yeah,
meeting, everything will be discussed.
yes.
Yeah, it's called a placement preservation. They'll discuss all the concerns and issues, see if something can be resolved. But if not, then they move forward
Correct.
And
There's
What
no.
is
with the
the
No,
meeting?
alternative placement. But that meeting
I
is
You know,
held
it's so funny.
to
When
discuss
Tariana just tried to
everything.
bring up an
And
issue
so,
with herself, you
okay,
guys
and
silenced
so,
her. And then now this, because you're Tariana,
may
please
I
see through
add
their bullshit. Please, baby
May
girl.
I add that I do not want her to know where I will be living or where I will be in general,
That's
as I do not believe that she will not show up at where I'm at.
I'm not going to
I
Yes,
don't
in
know
show
that
the
up.
meeting,
specific.
we
Since
will,
when have
okay.
I
So,
have never showed
we
up
will deal with
anywhere
all of that, and I
unwanted.
will keep everyone posted.
And this is
Mr.
okay.
President,
Tariana.
let's
So,
Remember,
move
when
forward.
you tried to bring up an issue, they silenced you. They are not really for you. Please, baby girl, I know you're smarter than this. Please see past your anger towards me. See through
okay.
the
I'm not
So
stuff.
angry.
Just take
let's
note
talk
of the.
about the
Let's
follow up.
take note about when you tried
Mr.
to bring up
Ojo,
the
Miss
issue.
Ojo,
They already silenced you.
Miss Ojo,
Please remember that,
Yes,
because if you go this route and then God
Mr.
forbid something
Ojo.
happens and
yes,
you're
I'm here.
above
I'm here.
No,
18,
no.
I cannot protect you
I'm
once
calling
you're
your name
18.
for a
The law
reason.
won't let me.
Okay.
And I need you to know that.
No,
The law
I'm calling
won't
your name
allow
for a
me.
reason.
If anything was to happen to you,
Okay,
the law
so
won't protect me.
as
And on top
let's
of that,
let's
Tariana, I'm speaking to my
okay,
daughter. Tariana, another thing to
okay.
note
So
is that
let's
you are not from where most of those
let's
children are.
wrap this up. What
You
follow
are
ups are
not
needed?
from
Let's
where
talk
most of those
about
children.
the action plan. Like I said,
Stop
the placement
silencing
preservation
me.
is happening next
That's
week.
illegal to silence me.
They
Stop
they
trying
are
to get a
going to
rise out of me because you're
explore,
not going to do it.
they
Thank
trying
God
to
I'm recording
explore
this.
the as
Stop
you said,
doing
Mr.
that.
Ojo,
Whoever's doing
following up
that,
with the
stop
silk
doing that. That's so
exploration.
disrespectful. That is so
What else needs to go into
disrespectful.
the action plan?
Um.
And I've got the goal change,
Tariana,
right?
in the
Yeah,
goal
yeah.
change,
That's all
let's
about
address
it.
the
We will
goal
continue
change.
to work with
I'm going to address
Miss
my daughter in the goal change,
Miss
okay? In the goal change, Tariana.
Miss
Please
Shanice
be
is here.
aware.
Shanice is
Tariana,
we will
please, can I
continue to work
speak?
with them.
Can I speak?
Yes, I'm
She's
here.
the APLA youth specialist.
Let me speak.
Shanice will be involved moving forward right
Just
from
note, if
Monday.
they're treating me like
With
this, when your voice needs to
Tariana,
be
and
heard,
we can
Tariana,
move forward with
note this.
every other
Just take
benefit that
note
comes
of
with APLA.
this. As it is
The
above,
goal is
as it is
changed.
below.
We have a
If
nod
they're doing
with,
it
I
to
mean, the
me and
court
I'm the
gave us a
mother,
go
what are
ahead
they
to
going to
do
do
that.
to you when you
So
have a problem?
by Monday, we are going to update connection from return to parent to APLA.
Just
Okay.
remember that you're not from where most of those kids are from. You're walking
Okay.
yourself
And
into a bad
so,
situation with
all
that.
right. And yeah, and I'll put
If they
I'll
can't respect
put
the mother, and
for
that's where you
I
come
will
from, they're
add
not going to
this.
respect you.
I will add this. I will add this to the action plan. The agency, which they should be doing anyway, just continuing to
That's
discuss.
funny.
Just continue to discuss
Who's muting this?
family
That's so
counseling. Wait,
petty.
can I speak, Miss Sparrow? The
Well, you're not
agency
letting me
is
speak.
to
Don't keep
continue
muting
to
me and being
discuss.
think this
No,
is a game.
the
This is not a
agency
game. This is my
is
daughter's future on the line.
agency is to continue to
I'm glad
discuss
you see it as a
family
game.
counseling
And this
with
is a violation of my freedom of speech,
continue to
which is
discuss
a civil
family
right.
counseling
So
with
that civil right
Tariana.
violation,
Just explore it,
that
ask
civil
her,
right
and
violation falls
if
under
she can
federal
maintain her
jurisdiction.
position, but they'll continue to encourage it. Like I said,
Parental
I think it.
alienation.
So
You see what they're doing,
yeah.
Tariana. This is a game
So
to them.
okay, so I
You
believe
see
we're
the game they're
done.
playing, right, baby girl?
I believe we're done with this meeting. Thank you, everyone,
Just take
and
note.
enjoy the rest of
Take
the
note.
evening.
You're walking yourself into the same thing of this happening to you, baby
Okay.
girl.
All right. Good evening.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. Have a good night.
Have a good night.
Nice to meet you, everybody.